hard to believe from just looking at it, but this little green stream is one of the most important rivers on the planet to Christians. Snaking through the desert near the Sea of Galilee, this is the Jordan River. And this spot in particular is the place that means so much, the place thousands of pilgrims flock to annually. It's not the exact same spot in the Jordan River where Jesus was baptized, but it's close enough. And so for the cost of a $10 rented robe, Christians from all over the world come here to share in an experience that Christ had.
So I've been a Christian for about 5 to 6 years, and it's definitely something that I had to do.
And to think about, when John baptized Jesus in the Jordan River, it's just phenomenal.
Why do so many people feel so overcome with emotion here? Why is it so important to dunk themselves in the chilly waters of the Jordan? And what can you expect if you travel to this spot where tradition and tourist attraction collide? We're getting the answers for you as we travel to one of the most important places in the Bible, the River Jordan, in this episode of Window Seat. Who knows where Jesus was really baptized? It sounds silly to say, but the Holy Land is frankly full of guesses. Educated guesses, but guesses nonetheless. We do know from 3 different Gospels of the New Testament he was baptized by John the Baptist in the Jordan River. So we made the 2-hour trek here from Jerusalem to see it for ourselves, just as Teresa Mullinax of Alabama did.
Because I'm a Christian and I really wanted to see the biblical, where Jesus walked and lived and was baptized, and all the biblical stories.
These are the things you've been reading about your whole life?
My whole life, since I was a child, yes. It's unreal. It's just unreal.
Truth is, there are 2 spots that fight over the place where Jesus was baptized. This one, called Yardenit, just south of where the Jordan River drains from the Sea of Galilee, and another about 60 miles south of here near the Israeli-Jordanian border. There's really no evidence that either one of them is the exact spot, but the river is the same, and for many believers, like Natalie Athneal, that's enough.
I think it's more special here because this is the river where Jesus got baptized, so it just means a lot more.
The river starts in northern Israel, flows into the Sea of Galilee, and trickles down here en route to the Dead Sea, where it ends. Throughout this region, Jesus practiced and preached his beliefs, and there are a litany of biblical sites dotting the landscape. But few draw the legions of tourists that Yardenit does. Pilgrims here don white robes and tiptoe into the chilly waters before a full immersion, often with the assistance of a man of the cloth. The Bible tells us when Jesus emerged from these very waters, he saw the heavens open and the Spirit descend on him like a dove. We asked Natalie what it felt like for her minutes after she too experienced a Jordan River baptism. Do you feel like a different person?
I do. I feel like I'm seeing things in a different light. Yeah, it's amazing. It was a bit emotional, yes, yeah. It's something that we have to do as a Christian who repents and gives their life to Jesus. So it's just something that, confirms that it was the right time. Yep, my heart was telling me it's the right time.
If you've been thinking of traveling to this holy site, we do have some facts, tips, and recommendations. First, the good news, it's actually free to visit here, but if you're going to get baptized, you have to buy or rent one of these white baptism robes. They cost from $12 to $24 to purchase, but you can't get baptized without one, and swimsuits must be worn underneath. That is the rule here. There are showers and locker rooms to use before and after you've been dipped in the water. And speaking of the immersion, there are 12 separate baptismal pools here, allowing groups to conduct private worship services here at the site. Baptisms can be carried out by your own church minister, or you can use one of their born-again tour guides. And while they do encourage a full immersion baptism, they can accommodate you if you have a fear of water and would prefer a less submerged experience. One word of caution if you do come here, and this is important. Be very careful. It is slippery, and the wet stones cause people to fall down often. We saw it. Now, the place is open year-round, but they say spring and summer, from May to October, are the best times to come because the weather is perfect for baptizing. And if you come here, know that you will not be alone. Every year, 500,000 Christian pilgrims come to this river for a holy experience. And no matter whether this is the exact place where Jesus was baptized, this is a holy experience. The pilgrims we talked to when we visited Yardnit left here different people than when they came.
Definitely, definitely. I can't wait to share it with my family what I've experienced just today. I don't know if a non-Christian could grasp the true meaning of the area and to walk where Jesus walked. And the disciples and all, it's just amazing.
It is commercial, it is touristy, it is overrun with people, but if you're a person of faith, none of that matters much.
Because it brings you closer to your faith.
What matters is visiting the places you've read about your whole life in the most important book on your shelf and walking and waiting in the still waters your Savior once did.
It's a wonderful day. I'm so glad we came here. I feel very grateful to have this opportunity.